What is up, everybody? What is happening? We are chilling now, brothers and sisters. Enjoying a beautiful day. Absolutely fantastic. He says, "Come on, man." Sorry, it took me a minute to get my phone situated here where I could get a decent view out here. Just trying to get it set up right so we can chill for a little bit, hang out, chat. There's a there's definitely a trend going around that I've noticed. CJ, what's going on, my friend? God bless you, brother. Amazing. Yeah, there's definitely been this thing going on. I've noticed about intelligence a lot here lately, and man, do I ever find it interesting. I'm not sure what it is that drives people to want other people to think that they're smart or intelligent. Very, very interesting. It's so interesting to me, you guys, because it doesn't seem to me it's about being smart or being intelligent so much as other people or having other people think that you're smart or intelligent. What do you guys think about that? You guys, do you identify with that intelligence? Is that another identity that you guys have or that people have? And the reason I talk about it is because I've seen it quite a bit here lately. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't have. I'm out on the road today, so I don't have any way to know if the stream is working or what's going on. But I guess somebody will let me know. If not, not only have I noticed that people really want people to see that they're intelligent, I've also noticed that when I tell people that I'm not intelligent, that even gets to some people. They don't like for other people to not want what they want for, maybe. But yeah, I'm not interested at all, especially not interested in someone else thinking that I am that. And it took me to a verse in the Bible. I don't know if you guys, I can't remember. I don't have my books or in my Bible or anything with me, and I can't go on my phone or it'll pull away from the stream. But I do know that there's a verse in the Bible, and maybe it's in Luke. It could be in Luke because we were reading Luke the other day, but you'll have to forgive me because my memory is not the best. But it says basically if you go to a gathering um, and you go and you sit in the guest of honor's chair, that then when someone else comes in and they are the guest of honor and then they make you move from that chair, you're going to feel embarrassed and ashamed. But if you go and you sit in the lowest available, the furthest away from the guest of honor's chair, if you sit the furthest seat away from him, then people will come in and tell you, why do you sit so far? Come sit closer. You deserve to sit much closer, and then you'll feel joy. And in this moment of reflecting on that, of identifying with that intelligence or someone else thinking you're intelligent, um, I see that parable. I think it's a parable that they were speaking of in that verse. So, what do you guys think about that? That's deep. Anyway, I was on, you know, I know a lot of people are against doom scrolling, but I search for, just the Lord through that. I'm looking for something that he may be going to give me that I wasn't, aware of, or showing me evils of the world that I can then discern from in that. I don't know why people are scared to see, or like that's going to affect them. I think that that's another spirit, is if you're affected by something that's not in you. If something outside of you affects something inside of you, then it was already in you. So you guys think about that. She says, very interesting. I've experienced people making others address them by a title, or for example, not as a medical doctor, but because they hold a doctorate in education. Yeah, indeed, brother. Indeed. Jesus is God, and he loves you so much that he died on a cross, taking the penalty that we deserve for our sins, so that if you repent and believe in him, you shall not perish, but have eternal life. Nice. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, that's very interesting, CJ. Why is it that people want to be called by that title? And it showed me it is purely ego driven. That whole world of intelligence, it's from the ego, you guys. It is of the ego. It is it is of the devil. And I'm not saying that you can't learn or be educated, but to identify with it, uh, yeah, to identify with it is your ego, and that is from Satan, you guys. So, but yeah, so I was anyway. What the story was I was telling? I was flipping through my little, YouTube, trying to check in with all these different, preachers, pastors, ministries, fellowships, whatever you want to call them. And there was this gal this morning, and she was talking about. I actually didn't know what she was talking about when I came in, but when I came in, she was talking about having to remove bad energy from the chat because it was affecting her, or she was afraid it was affecting somebody else. And I thought, man, how are we so easily affected by things that aren't real? And energy, I mean, you guys, that is so wild that we think that there's an energy that can affect us inside of ourselves, that's outside of us, and somehow that energy of its own power can get into us and into our mind and into our thoughts. You guys, if you see what it is, nothing can touch you, you guys. Yeah, I mean, it clearly says in the Bible that once you overcome, nothing can affect you. You have the armor of God. So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, I just message, and I always wonder if I should message at those times, because I know God's showing me something in that moment, but I just thought that it was a great moment to share that exact thing that we're talking about now. I just simply said, "Hey, just remember that if you think that you're intelligent," because that's what it was about. It was actually about intelligence, and she started talking about being intelligent, and I just told her, I said, "Hey, just remember that if you think you're intelligent, and then someone comes up and calls you stupid, you're going to be offended by that. And that is evil. And that's how the thought works, you guys. That's exactly how it comes full circle to you. And it brings anger right back to your heart. And we don't even see it. We think that intelligence is like, it's good, and it's good to seek it and go after it. And that it's fine to learn. I'm not saying it's not. It won't bring you, knowledge doesn't get you closer to God, but wisdom, understanding what it is, gets you closer to God, you guys. And that comes from God. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but you won't have any wisdom if you don't see that it comes from God. Oh, so I don't know what they took from it. I'm not in there to, again, to argue back and forth or any of that. They didn't really respond to my comment. When they said they were being affected by energy, I did ask, how are you being affected by energy? And then I just questioned emotionally, because that's all it is, man. It's an emotion, you guys. And this is why I always talk to you guys about not having emotion. Get out of emotion, you guys. Emotion will keep you in anger all the time. There is zero reason to be emotional. Even good emotions bring you back down. Think about that. This is so deep, you guys. You go in somewhere, right? And this gal's talking about how intelligent she is. And all these people are coming in saying, wow, she is intelligent. Wow, you are intelligent. And then all of a sudden, someone comes in and says, wow, you're stupid. You are so ignorant. You are so dumb. Now, you were riding that high, and just think about how good that felt. All those good emotions of all those people telling you how intelligent you were, and you're in agreement. Spirits love when you're in agreement, right? So you all are in agreement. Look, we're so intelligent. You're intelligent. They're intelligent for telling me I'm intelligent. And then this one person comes along and tells you you're stupid, and all of a sudden you have to defend something. You have something to defend, even though you and everybody in that chat already knew you were intelligent. You were all talking about how intelligent you were. As soon as one person came in and doubted it, you had to defend it. You couldn't just accept that you knew it and there was nothing to defend. There is nothing to defend, you guys. We are defending Satan. We're defending the ego. It's wild, man. But it's so deep and so few people understand it, man. I'm talking a handful of people understand what I'm talking about right now, you guys. Very few. But it's the way that I've been able to overcome every single thing. Every single thing that has been put in front of me, I've been able to overcome it through this, through knowing that of ourselves we are nothing. It's all God, you guys. You must give it to God. We are not intelligent. Even if we know anything, it's because God's allowed us to know it. Be grateful and be humble, because someone will come along that will make you look stupid. And it's relative. It doesn't even mean anything. What does that even mean? If you know you're not stupid, what does it matter if you look stupid? It's just what somebody else thinks. It means absolutely nothing, you guys. It is an ego emotion from Satan. That's it. It's emotion from the ego given to you by Satan. And if you go into it, if you identify with it, you're worshiping Satan, you guys. You are identifying with your father, the devil. So I try and tell people about this stuff, is because they must see that it's not the knowledge that is the danger, but it is the identification with the knowledge that is the danger. Brian, it is a fantastic view, brother. Absolutely amazing. Gorgeous out here today. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful day. I thought, man, what a great day to just come out to the lake, and we'll just chill here and have a little chat for a little bit. I had to go run some errands anyway, so just swing by here and hang out and talk with you guys for a little bit. Um, we didn't have fellowship last night. We were just doing a lot of stuff, and it got late, and I was already tired. I was exhausted, didn't get much sleep the night before, and so I just went ahead and crashed out. Just the way it is sometimes, huh? I'm stuck at work, darn it. Well, Brian, brother, just thinking a little bit it'll be all over with, and then you'll be out enjoying the day. Have no thought about it, my friend. Working gives you the opportunity to do, to go out and enjoy yourself. So that can come from working. But the same thing there too, right? Don't identify with the working either. That way you don't get drawn into it. So if something happens, you're not angry. Man, that's so deep, you guys. It applies everywhere. Just think about that. You're at work, right? You're having a conversation with a colleague. You guys are talking about something. You're having a great time back and forth, right? The emotion feels good. You're so happy with the conversation. And then all it takes is one person coming up and saying, you guys are stupid, or what are you doing? Why aren't you guys working? Anything that breaks that emotion, and then you're mad. And then that good feeling, that good emotion has turned straight into hate, straight into anger, you guys. We just don't see that that's what's doing it because we think that those good emotions are good because we're stuck in that again, that feeling. We want that feeling from that emotion. And I get it. I did the same thing in the past, you guys. Keith says, I'm leaving work. I'm out of here. That's it. Keith, enjoy the moment, brother. You leave work, go leave work, and absolutely enjoy this moment, you guys. This moment will never be here again. Think about how deep that is. This moment that's happening right now will never happen again. There'll never be another moment like this in existence. Everything that's happening in time right now is only going to happen that way one time ever. Whew. Boy, oh boy, are we getting deep in here? I didn't realize this conversation was going to get this deep this quick. Holy cow. Man, if we're not present, we've missed that moment forever. There won't be another generation, thousands of generations down the lines, that will ever have an opportunity to experience this moment that we're in right now. Dang, that's deep. Holy cow. Yeah, Keith, shut it. Shut the barn door, Keith. It's gonna be a good week, you guys. It's already a good week. It's gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna be a great end to the week. Although Friday we won't, I don't think we're going to be out at the farmers market on Friday because apparently there's going to be storms here. So it'll just be Saturday at the farmers market this week, it looks like. Unless we decide to go back. Nah, I don't think we'll go Sunday. Sunday we take off. So what do you guys think about that? I know if you guys are Land, what's going on, brother? I know if you guys are, super into, religion or whatever, you might believe in the Sabbath or whatnot, and that, you're not supposed to work on that day or whatever. But some people argue back and forth on what day that is, Saturday or Sunday or whatever. You guys think that matters at all? That it's about the just taking that moment to give back to God, to, you know, pray without ceasing, be silent, um, be still and know Him, and not think about anything else on, for that day or whatever, and just give all glory to God? Is it about that or is it about the day? Isn't that so deep too that we think about that? Man, I love talking about this stuff with you guys. It's absolutely amazing. You think God's worried about the day or is it the act that we're doing? Man. And if you're present with Him all the time, I mean, if you have to do something, is it, I I don't know, you guys. People get so deep into that. I remember one time, this is a great story. I can't believe I forgot about this story. This is so good. So when my grandpa was still alive, me and him used to cut wood. We would cut wood and go and pick it up and sell it. And I had a wood burning stove. He had wood stove. It was our main forms of heat for years. So we cut a lot of wood and we bought and sold a lot of wood. Um, so we went to pick up a load from one of our cousins, a family member, right? He's a family member, and supposed to be, I mean, and like a real religious family member, super religious, practiced, practiced so much that he observed the Sabbath and he didn't do anything on the Sabbath, right? Well, and this was, I think it was on Saturday for them. Well, of course, we still did stuff on Saturday because my grandpa went to church and took his day off on Sunday. So he still did work on Saturday or whatever. And it wasn't about being disrespectful, but he wanted to come and get that load of wood on Saturday. And well, I guess our cousin had told him, and I don't know, I wasn't in the middle of this part, but had told him not to come on Saturday because he wasn't going to work on Saturday. Well, anyway, my grandpa came. My grandpa was real stubborn like that, so he came and got me and said, "Hey, we're gonna go pick up this load of wood." And so we went down there, and we just pull up and start loading it up. not asking for any help or him to do it or our cousin to come out and do anything. And he came out and absolutely blew his top. And you know what? I see now that he was he had no love, you guys. He had absolutely no love. He worshiped the devil. He was in anger, and that's all he was about. And instead of loving and understanding, he came out in anger and hatred. Man. And this person, our cousin, was supposed to be so religious. He's dead now, so he did. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he ever overcame that spirit. But that's so deep, isn't it? Never asked him to do anything, and the deal was already done. The business part of the deal was already done. It was owed wood. It wasn't. We weren't doing the transaction right then. We were just picking up what was owed. So, um, man, he told my grandpa, like, get your wood and never come back. I never want to see you again. Don't ever ask for anything again. I mean, you guys, it was really deep. And I absolutely forgot about that moment till right now, talking about this right here. And I can see now exactly what was going on inside of him. And again, I don't hate him. I love him. Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. God bless it that God gave me the ability to see that. That's the best part of it, is he gave me the ability to see what's going on inside him so I don't have to hate him. So that way, even though what he had in him uh, was affecting others, it doesn't have to affect me. I've overcome it, you guys. Isn't that deep? Wow. Amazing stuff here. Let's see. Let me see if I can read chat here. It's bright out. Oh, let's see. Oh, Lan. Yep. What's up, Lan? Let's see. Jesus said to do good on the Sabbath. They tried to hang Jesus for healing a man on the Sabbath. I know, right? What's the deal? Oh, let's see. David, what's up, brother? How you doing, my friend? Talking about the Sabbath. Well, yeah, we're talking about a lot of stuff, but the Sabbath just came up because of that story I was telling. Um, so not really talking about the Sabbath so much, just the anger in people's hearts more. But the Sabbath brought that into that guy's heart. The thing that he claimed to worship brought hate in his heart, you guys. That doesn't make sense to me. Does it to you? Jesus broke the Sabbath. Nice, brother. Amazing. See, you guys are so knowledgeable. And this is why we fellowship, you guys. I'm telling you right now, if you think this is just for me or just for you guys, absolutely not. It's for me too, you guys. This is so deep for all of us. The man did more work getting angry on the Sabbath than you guys did getting wood. Isn't that deep, Land? So true. When he was crucified, the veil of the Holy of Holies was torn in half, meaning that we are no longer under the old laws and we are able to talk to God directly without an intercessor. Nice. In Jesus' name. Amazing, you guys. How deep. Beautiful, beautiful words, you guys. Absolutely amazing. It's about God, right? It's not about the day. It's not about a day. But man, to that guy, it was only about the day. He had to have that on that day. And if he didn't have that, it brought him anger. And man, that is just, you guys, that's what I talk about with this stuff. And like that's what we were saying. It's all an emotion. It's none of it's real. It's all a thought. It's just a thought in his head. Somehow that thought told him that he has to do this or something is wrong with him or or he's going to hell. I don't, it must have been some preacher or some pastor or something somewhere. It's Satan. I mean, I can tell you it's Satan 100%. But Satan worked through somebody or something to put it in that person's head that worshiping someday was more important than loving all, man. He couldn't even see the truth right there behind it. And I do remember he was some different sect of Christianity. I can't remember whether he was a Jehovah's Witness and I don't remember, something like that, or Seventh Day Adventist or I can't remember, you guys, but it was something. He didn't go to our church. I know that. Well, I say ours, my grandparents' church. I only went a handful of times, so I never felt right there. I never felt connected to anything. But nobody ever told me that what was going on in my thoughts, you guys. If I could have seen, even at a young age, let's just say 10 or 12 years old, if someone would have said to me, hey, man, what's going on inside your head? Just so you know, watch it because it's not you. Watch it so that way you can see that it's not you. If you're not watching it though, man, we think it's us. I know I did. Seeing that and I see kids now asking these questions and they're starting to overcome even at a very young age. I see it in Bond, and these kids they're looking and they're seeing that you know, what those thoughts are. Now, whether they can wrap their mind around it yet, that's another thing. You know, that's between them and God. So, but at least someone's telling them, right? If we don't talk about this stuff, you guys, man, we're lost. We are so lost if we can't talk about it. Oh, let's see. Lance says, my mom and baby mama got mad at me this morning. How could I be so insensitive? Isn't that what people always say? If you don't fall into their emotion, then you're insensitive. If you don't agree, you guys, land, that's so deep, brother. Spirits love it when you're in agreement, you guys. You notice that? Holy cow, that's deep. If you're not in agreement with their emotion, they hate you for it. They are angry at you. Wow, you guys, this is good stuff, man. I didn't realize we were getting this deep this morning. Very good stuff, Land. I told them I like to watch popular movie dubbed over with a southern accent like the Titanic. I'm the king of the world, like a man want to double up on a scratcher. Yee yee. Right, I got you. Nice, funny. And what's wrong with that? That's why they were angry? You have an insensitivity because something is funny? That's so weird. It's like you created it. Are you creating it and making videos of it or something? And then they're getting offended by it? It's so weird. I see David says Sunday and Saturday are no longer under the law. It's up to a person's own discretion when they decide to fellowship. As fellowship is important, it's no longer a burden. We can worship God on any day, rest on any day. Indeed. In fact, I can tell you right now, there's not a second that goes by where I don't worship God. I pray without ceasing, you guys. I stay present with Him all the time now, 24/7. There is not a moment in time. We may not be together, but I am always with the Father. I'm not talking about me and I'm talking about you guys. You guys and me, us may not be together, but I am always with the Father, whether we're fellowshipping or I'm just sitting at the house or I'm sitting right here or whatever I'm doing. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Pray without ceasing. All you have to do is just truly be silent and know. Be still and know God. He just wants you to sit in silence, be still, and just be present. Be aware. That way you can see what's going on in your thoughts. That way you can see what's going on in the outside of you. Because just think what's going on inside of your thoughts. I mean, it's going on inside everybody everywhere. How could you trust anyone, you guys? How could you ever find it in your hearts to have that trust that you could put in God, that unconditional love trust, when you know it's in the hearts of men? Man, that is deep. And this is why Jesus said, no man is good. Jesus said, why you call me good? No man is good but one, the Father. It's exactly what he meant. Not one. You can trust no one because you can't see what's in their heart, you guys. Only God can do that. You cannot see, and people will lie to you till the cows come home. All so you won't think badly about them. This is all goes right back to what we're talking about, that ego. They do that. They'll lie till the cows come home. So that way you will think they're a good person. That's all they care about. They want to hear you say, tell me I'm good. And if you tell them, and if you think I'm wrong, here's a perfect thing to do. Go to anybody who thinks they're a good person, any one of them, and tell them they're a bad person and see what happens. Watch the chaos ensue. You will see, you'll see Satan. You will see the devil come right out. As soon as you go to a person that thinks they're good, that identifies with being good, you call them bad and you will see evil, you guys. Trust me. If you don't believe me, just give it a try. You know that nicest old lady that goes to church every Sunday? Go in and tell her she's evil and see what happens. Because they're lost in thought as well. They can't see that if you say something, it means nothing. You guys, maybe some can. I'm just saying, give it a try and see. Maybe you might be surprised. Maybe you go and you'll see the little old lady, you'll tell her she's evil, and she'll say, God bless you, I love you. And that's all it takes, you guys. because that person should know that they're not. That is within. It doesn't take someone else telling me that I know that uh, that I'm a good or bad person. I know I'm not a good person, right? I'm nothing. You cannot identify with that. I'm neither good nor bad, but just one with the Father in spirit, and of the flesh I am nothing, you guys. So, all right, let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Nice, nice. Let's see. Balance is important, but the work out with you and God, not you and men. Oh yeah, but that's worked out with you and God. That's right. Exactly. Nobody tells you. Nice, David. Amazing, brother. Let's see. Says my baby mama literally screamed at the top of her lungs. Wow. The anger. Amen. Toots all the time. That's right. Nice. Speaking of, heck yeah. Amazing. All I had to say was ye to see the devil this morning. God bless it. Love that. LOL. Love you guys. Yep, exactly, brother. David said Romans 7:21-25 is the human condition. I hope you have a Bible and can read it, please. I just made a post about this morning. I don't have one on me right now, David, because I'm out on the go. I'm just free of all of that right now. I'm just here to chat with you guys. I didn't even know it was going to get this deep, to be honest with you. But man, is it deep. But of course, if you post it, I mean, I'll read it. It just might take a second, but I'm be willing to read. But yeah, Lan, isn't that deep, man? God gave you that ability to see it now, man. This is what overcoming's about, Lan. It's not about um, a miracle the miracle that's happening is within you. It's not out there. It's not out somewhere where you're going to see this miracle. So that way you have this faith. The miracles are working within us, you guys. That miracle is God giving you the ability to see what's going on so you can set yourself free. And that miracle happens all the time and we miss it, man. We absolutely miss it. But Lan, it's so beautiful that now that you're overcoming, that you see that, and that's just another gift God has given you, man. Of all the great things that He's going to give you guys, that He already has and is going to continue to give, that is one of them. The ability to see that. And man, when you see the devil in someone else, it shows you right then. You're like, okay, now I see why these things that we talk about are so important. That's why I see now that loving all is so important, especially just the most important um, sheep that goes astray to the shepherd, the most important sheep to the shepherd is the one that goes astray, you guys. The ones that hate us are the ones we must show love. The ones who love us, it's easy to love them, you guys. That's easy, man. Anybody who comes up and is nice to you and shows you affection and attention, and man, it's easy to love them. It ain't nothing. To love someone that hates you, to love someone that calls you names to your face, to love someone that is evil, that's that's the real test. That's the test of all tests, if you ask me. And that's what we've been commanded to do. We must love all unconditionally without judgment. Let's see, Dave says, but I see another, but I see another law at work in me, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within me. Nice. Romans 7:23. Amazing, brother. And it says, it did not affect me at all today. And I got deeper into prayer last night than I normally do. Funny how that works. Amazing, Land. That is deep, brother. Yeah, God's pulling. Isn't that so amazing how just so short time ago that would have affected you, Lan? You know what I'm saying? Where that anger could have been, because that's what Satan wants. He wants his anger from someone else to then go into you. So then you're in, because it's already in you, right? You see now that you're overcoming that anger was already in you. That now that you see it in other people and you don't have to react that way, you're like, wow, that was mine. Nobody can give that to you. Nobody can make you angry. Isn't that funny how many people say that? You made me angry. What a weak thing, you guys. That is, you can't get any weaker than that. For me, for someone to say you made me something, wow, that is true weakness. Nobody can make me anything. Not one thing, including happy. Nobody makes me happy anymore. Only um, working through the teachings of Christ to return to the Father. That's all the happiness that I get now. That's it. Being one with God, you guys. Let's see. What a wretched man I am. Who will rescue me from this body that is subject to death? Romans 7:24. Amazing. Thanks be to God who delivers me through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then I myself in my mind am a slave to God's law, but in my sinful nature a slave to the law of sin. Man, that's deep. Nice. Romans 7:25. Indeed. Joy is from the Lord and nothing and no one else. That's right, brother. Absolutely right. Indeed. Indeed. Again, I don't want you guys to think when I say joy, that's an emotion. It is not an emotion. Joy is being perfectly at peace. And to me, it feels like nothing. It feels just like being one with the Father. There's no feeling. There's no up or down with it. It just is, and it's perfect. That perfect peace where you don't need the like it's like the opposite of emotion for me. You know what I'm saying, you guys? It's like it's what takes me completely out of emotion and sees I don't need any of it because I have this perfect peace now. Say other people who want to live in that emotional world or they need those ups and downs. I say let them stay there, you guys. I am overcoming that world. I don't need any of that. Perfect peace is all I need. So deep, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Exactly. It feels like being a child and knowing no matter what happens, you're cared for. Man, that's so deep, brother. That is so deep. Isn't that a beautiful innocence you have as a child that you lose as the spirit is given to you? You notice that when you're a child, before you have that spirit of anger, you don't care about anything, man. You have no fear. There's no fear. And God gave, how is it that you couldn't have fear? Not knowing anything as an adult right now scares the crap out of you guys. Not knowing, not knowing how to even feed yourself, imagine that scares the crap out of you guys right now. But a baby has no fear. They can't feed themselves, they can't walk, they can't get up and do anything, and yet they have no fear. They know that they'll be cared for. All they have is um, a function of their body. We think, oh, that baby's crying because of this, because of that. Man, that's the function of the body of the child. Crying is a lung development of children. It's not until the child becomes emotional that crying becomes that emotional crying. There is no emotion in babies like that, you guys. That's deep, man. That is so deep. There's a beautiful simplicity in that. No fear. Good stuff, man. Very good stuff. It's just like right now, you guys, it is just so calm and peaceful. And all those things in my head are gone right now. There's nothing in my head trying to talk to me or tell me anything. It's just like absolutely free right now. There's nothing but me here in this moment right now in the present. I see no past, no future. I'm just one with this moment, perfectly present. Very, very deep moments here, you guys. Let's see. Amazing. I hear everything all of you are speaking. And even the Bible says that to inherit God's kingdom, you have to have the mind of a child. We are children in God's eyes. Amazing, brother. Even if a man lives to be 200, that is baby years compared to God's eternity. Hallelujah. Oh, man. So true. I feel it, man. It's so beautiful. Nice, you guys. We are having a deep moment right now. Wow. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, this is truly why we do this, you guys. I really I hope, I don't know, hope is a terrible word. I don't hope because that it's not in me to hope anymore. But I would just, it would be amazing if more people could see what we're seeing right now. I don't hope for it because hoping for it, it's just going to be a letdown, you guys. Don't do that either. I know words are, it's hard to communicate sometimes and words, what words do to us, but hope is the same thing, you guys. Don't hope. You'll be let down and then you'll wonder, who were you hoping to? You were hoping to God, and then God didn't answer what your hope was, and then you'll blame God for it. So anyway, stay out of hope too, you guys. There's nothing to hope for. Everything is absolutely perfect. You don't even have to hope for God to fix you because he's doing it. There's no hope in God. It is done. There is no hope in God. He is with you. He's just waiting for you to see it. There's no need to hope for it. Just do it, you guys. This is so good. I don't know if you were here earlier, David, but I was talking about basically exactly what we were talking about the other day. Um, and this morning I was, doing the little, everybody calls it doom scrolling, but I look at it differently now because I see it as searching for God's word in these moments. And that comes either in a way of he'll reveal something to me that may be true that someone says, or he'll show me, you know, the lies of many, which is most of the time what happens. He shows me that how Satan's living in the thoughts of all these people. So but this lady was coming on, and she's preaching love and God. I don't know exactly. I didn't stay for long enough to know exactly her beliefs or anything, and I don't want to assume that I do. But she was talking about loving and caring, and but she was talking about intelligence. But she was banning somebody or talking about banning somebody because of an energy that this person was bringing to the chat. And I just thought, man, how weak is it to not tell your chat like, hey, you guys can overcome that. Like this person can't affect you, but if someone is sitting there telling you, and this is why, I don't like, you know, I'm not knocking women at themselves, but this is why women that are emotional can't lead men like this, you guys. They can't do it. You can't lead men with emotion because then the men, they think that it's okay to be emotional as well like that and to be affected by energy. You guys, we must overcome that spirit. That is a spirit of weakness. That is just a thought. Energy, it's just a thought. Once God gives you that armor, and some of you guys know this, with the armor of God, not one word could ever affect me. Not one word. How could a word affect people? I don't understand it, man. I do not get it. Just it blows my mind how someone typing words in a chat can have energy. That the thing is that when you do that, you're giving those words energy. It's not the words, it's inside of you. People must see that when they say, oh, that energy is inside of them already. Those words are just bringing out that energy in them, but that energy was in them, otherwise it wouldn't be there. Just like anger. Just faith and faith alone. Nice, brother. Let's see, David said, love you guys. I'm taking my daughter to her new school this morning. Have a blessed day with love and peace in Jesus Christ. Nice, brother. Amazing. Thank you so much, David. We'll talk later for sure. Love you, brother. But yeah, so anyway, I don't know if David's still here, but if he's listening or not. But yeah, we were just talking about that same thing, and she was talking about, being intelligent. And I just told her, like I told you, I said, it's of course being smart, there's nothing wrong with it, but identifying with it. If you identify with intelligence and then someone comes up and call you stupid, you'll feel like you have to defend yourself. That's all. And then if you don't see it, you'll get angry. If they don't agree with you, if they don't agree that you're intelligent, you have that spirit to get angry, and you don't want that. So if you don't identify with it and someone calls you stupid, you'll just smile at them and you'll say, God bless you, brother. I love you. And it will not affect you at all because they don't know the truth, man. They don't have the truth. The truth is that God gave you everything that you have. And if you see that, you're the smartest being on the planet, you guys. Isn't that deep? If you see that what you have is what God gave you, you are smarter than any other person on the, or at least as smart as. There may be a few as smart as you, right, with that, but you can get all the knowledge from every book. You can know every book that has ever been written in all of existence, and you'd still be dumber than that person if that person knew that their knowledge came from God and the one who knew all the books didn't know that, you guys. That is unbelievably deep. I can't believe we're having this moment right now. Is it, must it just be this going out somewhere into the lake and that giant fish that just jumped out of the water? That must have been a gar. Holy cow, that thing was huge. I don't know if you guys saw it on camera, but that had to have been a 4 foot fish, 3 or 4 foot, something like that. Wow. That's probably a big old gar. We got a lot of gar down here. But yeah, I don't know, something about just this change in this moment. I see a lot of things right now going on in here and a lot of understanding. So that's really deep, you guys. What a great moment. Same story as the garden. So true, brother. Absolutely 100% spot on. And I think we're going to talk about this too. Obviously, we talk about it all the time, but we're going to have a fellowship discussing this exact thing. Is why is what happened in the garden still exactly what's going on today, even though the story has been in the Bible for however many hundreds of years or however long it's been that it's been written. That story's been there, so at least that long, right? Well, thousands now, right? So we're 2000, but I don't know, it wasn't written. I don't know when it was written. You guys that are into the Bible have to tell me more about that. But either way, um, the knowledge, according, biblically, was from the beginning of time, right? If it's the very beginning of existence, how have we not learned that lesson? But then even still, it's written in the Bible and we can't get it. It's right there. This story is there. It's like the number one thing that you see to overcome. It's the very first thing that you should see to know what's going on inside of you. It's like that. It's like the map. It's like that right there. That story of the garden is the map that started it all. It's the key. And if you can overcome that moment right there, then you'll never take from the tree of knowledge, right? But and that's a story that's inside of each and every one of us. It's still going on. Stop eating from the tree of knowledge and start just having faith in God. That's it. That's all you need. We mustn't eat from the tree of knowledge. That we do it every single day. And then Satan becomes woman's God and woman becomes man's God. And men worship women, women worship Satan, they worship emotion, evil. They don't see it as Satan. It's not like they know they're doing it and they're doing it willingly. I'm not saying that. They do it in thought, they do it in emotion. And we do it in thought and emotion too. We care more about pleasing women than we do about pleasing God. We will bend over backwards. We'll kill ourselves to make a woman happy, but we can't get ourselves to work on ourselves for 5 seconds to become one with God, to get right with God. We are completely of the flesh, you guys, in this world. I say we, not me, but people are. Stop saying we too. We got to stop saying, do not identify with that. It is not we. It's just words that unfortunately have been ingrained in my mind, but I don't think it's not we, because it's not me, you guys, because I have overcome that. Let's see, God's creation becomes like a movie when you're in harmony with him. It feels like, yeah, indeed. See, Naaman says, is this really true? Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth hath not seen him, neither known him. Indeed, brother. Nameless, that is spot on true. Yep, that's right. Um, go forth and sin no more. You guys, once you see, you'll never sin again. I assure you. Once you see and overcome it, and then you'll see that it was never even you that was sinning, name. Indeed. But when you're of the flesh, you never know him. You've never known him. So that's very deep, name, and it's 100% true. Is that, I'm guessing that's a passage. You mind telling us what passage that is? If not, I'll look it up. I just can't right now. I don't have information. May the Lord bless this house. Indeed, brother. Thank you very much. God bless you and God bless everyone, man. Amazing. 4000 BC or something like that for the garden, I think. Right. We were never forbidden to eat the tree of life, only the tree of knowledge. Indeed, brother. That's what you're talking about. But if you are eating the tree of knowledge, then we are cut off from access to the tree of life, but still not forbidden. Nice. Amazing. 1 John 3. Thank you, brother. Nice. Indeed. Very, very nice. You guys, I'm so sorry. My memory is so terrible. Have we read the book of John yet? I don't think we have. We've read Mark, Matthew, Luke, I think that's all we've read so far in our Bible readings together. So we're definitely, I mean, obviously we're going to do the book of John. I don't think, I'm sorry, man, my mind is just my memory, you guys, but that's okay. God just put stuff in front of me and I don't remember it, you guys. I stay in the present and I try not to remember things that are the past so that way I don't live those anymore. So if I forget stuff, you guys just have to forgive me. That's just the way that I do. I don't hold on to memory. Many, many people hold on to memories. I do not. I've overcome that as well. Very nice. They got a little boutique store over here. It looks like it's pretty popular. Definitely got some people going in there. You're getting their little outdoor area set up over here. There's a little taco stand. Looks like they're getting a little area set up for that. So I don't know. I guess we could walk the strip. You guys want to walk the strip? Who's with me here? We've got a few with us. I got couple projects going on involving beef. Excited about? Really? Interesting. I'm a big fan of beef. Head to tail. I'm a big fan of beef. Although I hear, what is it called? Like straight hair sheep or something like that, or short hair, either straight hair or short hair sheep or something like that. I hear that they are even better than beef. Dr. Ken Berry talks about he's raising them. I don't know if you guys know Dr. Ken Berry, but he's understanding what the doctors have been telling people for a long time is all wrong, and he's big carnivore, keto, low carb, high meat, high fat, high protein, beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, basically. I bought a whole chuck roll of beef, like 20 pounds, cut it into steaks, and rendered all the fat into tallow. Oh, yeah, and got some strips marinating for beef jerky. I'm going to start tonight. Oh, that sounds so good. I love sheep and venison much more than beef. Yeah. Well, I heard, well, like lamb I get from the store that, like sheep, like the wool, the normal wool lamb it's gamier. It's not that I don't like it. It's just gamier. It's kind of like grass-fed beef is gamier than grain finished. And so, to me, it's just not as personally, I'll eat it. It's fine. I just prefer grain finished. I prefer less gamey. And I heard that short hair or straight hair or whatever it's called, sheep, is actually less gamey than beef, even. That it is a very, very clean and smooth. And of course, it's a ruminant animal or whatever. So, but yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Dr. Ken Berry, check him out. That guy is absolutely amazing. His wife, Nisha, too. Man, they are both very knowledgeable of diet. Now, I don't know about going to them for spiritual guidance, but for your diet, if you're looking to lose weight or be healthier, they have a deep knowledge of the body and how it works. And he's a doctor too, so at least you're not taking advice from just homesteaders like us. Or my knowledge comes from experience of doing it, not from a education of it. Or you like gaming? Nice. Yep. Some people do. I know that a lot of people, my buddy, he loves deer, and I like deer meat, but I like it like a backstrap is delicious, of course, right? Like obviously frying a tenderloin is really good, but for regular like deer meat, like burger or something, you put your fat in, and then I like to mix it. So I like having chili with it, making chili out of the deer meat. But mix it with hamburger and maybe pork or whatever and deer and even lamb or whatever and mixing it like that and like a chili or stuff like that. I like mixing my meats up and things like that. But eating like just eating like lamb or deer, it's pretty, it's got to be a specific night and then I'm pretty much done with it for a minute. So sure, I don't even hardly eat chicken anymore except for chicken wings, just deep fried chicken wings and beef tallow and eat those with just some plain old hot sauce and then homemade blue cheese dressing that my wife makes. That's absolutely amazing. All right, well, I guess let's walk this, man. What do you guys say? Do we have enough charge? Ooh, we're at 51%. What do you think? You guys think we'll make it? Oh man, that is close, you guys. What do you guys think? Think we'll make it? It's hard to tell, huh? All right, want to do it? Let's see what happens. I guess worst case scenario, phone dies, right? Oh well, it's not the end of the world. That's for sure. If it dies, then you guys know we will be back whenever uh, you know we come back or whatnot this evening. All right. Well, plus not only that, you guys, I mean, I streamed. Gosh, I don't even know how many hours the last 2 days. But well, before yesterday. Yesterday I took off, but like the 2 days before, I had like 5 streams and I don't know, like 15, 20 hours or something of streaming. So yeah. Okay. This tucked away here. There's that. All right, nice. Drink my drink here. Get that done. What's up, everybody? Fix my, make sure my hat's on straight. Make sure I don't look like a total ding dong here. Let's see. For the moment. To hmm, all right. Yes, sir, indeed. All right. All this here. All right, got that. I got that. We'll just lock this bad boy up. Got this. Get what's in here. All right. Let's see. Where's that? Yeah. Let me tighten this up real quick so that way we don't have an issue while we're walking. Go. Got a little screw on the back here that holds the phone from tilting. So if I tighten it up, it doesn't tilt as easily. And then ding dong unite. All right, let's go walk around this bad boy. Do that. She'll fall over. Gotta tie my shoe right quick. All right, you guys. Go look at things here real quick. Where we're at here. Absolutely amazing. I can't read you guys' chats very well right now because I cannot see very well. So nice, waiting on his car. Nice. Let's flip this around. You guys can see. The other guy trying to already got a sale, so I should try this week, but I think I'm just not very good at sales yet. That's okay, man. Never compare yourself with others, Lan, right? Never, ever, dude. As soon as you compare yourself with somebody, look, you're already thinking that you're, something less. Nah, do not compare yourself with others, brother. You are perfect, my friend. Whatever the reason that he got that sale or whatever happened, it definitely had nothing to do with you. It only had to do with him and that other person you got the sale with, and that just wasn't for you. So this is this place right here. This place was called, I believe it was called like Cuddy's Cabin or something like that, and it's for sale now because I believe that somebody got stabbed here. I think they died. I think someone got either stabbed or shot right here and died, something like that. So I can't remember exactly, but so cool though, man. Used to be an ice cream shop right across the street there. I used to get ice cream at as a kid. Now it's Layton's at the Lake Premium Cigar Shop. Nice little boutiques. There's tons of like little boutiques and little shops and stuff all around down here. Lots of bars, of course. Many, many bars. Here's another one. Oh, Lake Ozarks Adventure Outpost. Oh, that's very interesting. We come back down on that side. I don't know. We might have to hop in there. Nah, not if we're still streaming. We won't. I won't go into any places while we're streaming, probably. Nice, Keith. I'm excited, brother. Gonna come on and go live with me, I guess, whenever that happens, huh? It's brisk out here for sure. I got to get warmed up a little bit. It is brisk, ladies and gents. Oh, look at this. Nice little sitting eating area up here next to Lucky's. Cool. Yo, is this like a little RV park? It definitely seems like it used to be. Yeah. Yeah. It's got that's not RV power. I guess it's just regular power. Yeah. Cool little place to sit, hang out, maybe a little venue or something. Who knows? Very cool stuff, you guys. Escalade. This old motel, you guys. Lots of interesting things happened here. They got it closed now, but man, some shady stuff happening here, you guys. I'll just say my family, Some family members of mine might have stayed in this motel a time or two, and not for good reasons. And then, of course, we have Richard's Relic Shack here. This is where, when I was younger, some guys robbed our house, and they stole a bunch of jewelry, and they brought it here and sold it in this place. And then my parents like came and found it. Had to do a police report, and then the police came and took all the jewelry so we could get it back. Blah 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 blah. Yep, that place right there. But not that they're bad or anything. I mean, they just, just a pawn store or whatever. They just buy and sell stuff. They didn't know. Not like the guys came in and said, "Hey, we stole this from some people. Do you mind buying it?" So this right here is a pretty cool little spot here. This is a pretty cool memory. Um, there used to be a comic book shop here when I was a kid in here in this little store right here. And, man, we used to hang out here and just have fun. Of course, fun back then was just like, you know, smoking weed, being assholes, and reading comic books. So, but it was a simple life when we were young. Bullet Arrow Boutique. Nice, you guys. Dirty Girls, Crystal, and Rocks. You guys interested in that? You guys interested in Dirty Girls, Crystals, and Rocks? I used to be interested in Crystal and Rock and Dirty Girls. Believe it or not, I definitely used to be interested in all those things. Not no interest in any of them. Palm trees, man. Maybe I need to get a palm tree. Been so long since I've been out and on the West Coast. I miss palm trees. And Stewart's moved up here. Stewart's, this restaurant has been here for a long time, but not in this location. It was right down the street for years and years and years. They're pretty good though. Little cafe. Interesting spot they moved to though. Here you go. Here you guys. You guys will recognize this maybe. Marty Birds, huh? You guys know that this is where the show Ozark was supposed to have been filmed, although most of it was filmed in Georgia, not here. But Marty Bird's Gastropub. Pretty interesting, huh? Cool little place. Nice. Oh man. Oh, I really want to go in here. The Outlaws Men's Apparel. They're at lunch. Be back soon. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool, you guys. Any home finance needs? They're right down here plugged in. These buildings are so old, you guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been in most of these buildings down here at a time or two because this place was so different years ago. But these buildings are old, old, and most of them have that smell and feel when you go into them of that age. So they're very interesting. A lot of, uh, you know, just history in this area. So cool little hood on that Jeep there. Nice, very nice. Another restaurant. You guys should smell it out here, man. It smells absolutely fantastic, you guys. Of course, this dumpster we're about to walk by is not changed. That's not good, right? You don't want a dumpster this close to your dining, but I guess it is what it is, huh? They gotta be able to use it, and they're greased. Yeah, that's tough to have to deal with. Give me an Arthur Morgan get up, yeah. Used to be interested in all those things, but not anymore. Much more interested in beef jerky, indeed. Nice, you guys. Very nice. You guys, there's Sky Trail. They got a little, hanging feet hanging roller coaster that they got up here now. A little bit back down that side. We got more to talk about here. You guys, this is deep because this is where I grew up. This is where I was raised. Is where I grew up. The school that I went to was right up the road here, and I went to elementary school there, and then would come walk down the strip here and hang out here many, many times after school. And in middle school, I went. It's a different school, but right in the same place behind it. And yeah, so then middle school, coming out here and hanging out mostly in middle school, very little in elementary, but mostly once we got to middle school, fifth through eighth grade, man, we were hanging out down here all the time, all the time. It was so much fun, but it was a different place then. Obviously, it's not the same. There was no empty spots in here. Everything was very, very vibrant. All these for leases and all these empty places. There wasn't a building that was available down here when I was young. This place was absolutely packed. And there was a lot more buildings. So, for instance, where we're getting to up here, I'll show you when we get up there. There used to be buildings all down through here, but they tore them all down because the cliff eroded. And so they tore a bunch of buildings down up here. You guys, Sunshine Daydream. Now, this used to be called Frickin' Track, and I used to know the lady that worked in there, and she was really nice. Smoked cigars. One of the few ladies that I knew that smoked cigars. Her name was Lisa, and she was super cool, cool gal. I think she knew my family more. I was a lot younger than she was, there's T. LaFadas. I think T might have worked. I think maybe worked with my dad, or might have learned from my dad um, hair salons. I haven't talked to her in years, so I'm not sure exactly the story because I was a kid when I came to her. But she used to cut my hair, and because my dad was actually a hairstylist for years and years when he lived here. And so many people that I go and I get my hair cut, and they're like, "What's your name?" And they're like, "Do you know such and such?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my dad." And they're like, "Oh, he trained me. He taught me everything I know. He's the best. He's the best hairstylist I ever met." Blah blah blah. Anyway, absolutely amazing. So cool, you guys. So cool. I mean, just think about how fun this is as a kid. And we haven't even got to the arcades yet. There's arcades and stuff up here. This was so much fun. Like this was a surf shop or something like that. Everything was all like swimsuits, Hurley and Billabong. And I mean, there was Hurley stores, there was Billabong stores. Most of those are gone now. Look at these paintings. Wow. Absolutely epic paintings in there. Holy cow. Painting of Mac Miller. Wow. Neat. Yep, here's another swimsuit shop. This one's been here a long time. It used to be called something else. It's called Lakefront now, but they even have swimsuits and stuff upstairs. They got a big store in there. All right, now we're here to the classic. Here we go, you guys. This has been here for a long time. The Leatherman. You guys. I mean, it's a big biker area, so the leather shop is very popular. Very, very popular. I've been in there many times and bought anything in there. They got some very nice leathers. And so this is all rebuilt. This actually getting used to be like this. This is their newest, um, I guess what you want to say, their newest structure up here for the most part. They are building some more down there. There's a few new ones, but this one's pretty new. And it's almost like a convenience store for the area. It's got all the stuff that you'll need to do lake stuff, snacks, treats, shades, clothes, sandals, all the stuff that you're going to need for lake life. You can get in there. So And then this place, oh, Grandma's Candy Kitchen, you guys. So many times that we come down here and get candy, and they just got racks of candy in there, and it's all homemade. Can't really see, but yeah, all homemade in there. Here's a first arcade here. This Dog Patch. This is so cool, man. Great memories here, you guys. We'll just sit down here for a minute and talk about it. Uh, the fudge shop right there. But yeah, Dog Patch behind me here, you guys. So when we were young, it's just an arcade in there, right? Bunch of arcade games and stuff. Really cool though. It's pretty good size in there. So we would come down here and hang out. There's another one across the street, but this was the main one that I came to because all my friends worked here. And so we'd come in here and he would give us like 2 or 3 rolls of quarters to put back into the machines. They didn't care. They weren't losing a penny. Us being in there playing, everything was still operating. It wouldn't have mattered. And because they were so cool, man, he would just give us like 2 or 3 rolls and he'd say, yeah, you guys go have fun, man. This kept me out of trouble so many times, you guys. That me being able to come here and get that because I didn't have money. So there was no way I was able to get my own money and be able to come here and do that. Man, it was amazing, you guys. So good, good memories. Absolutely amazing, you guys. So yeah, it was the Dog Patch Arcades. Super cool. Oh, and here's this Dog Patch. So that's the arcade, and here's the store. Oh man, they brought both of them back. Cool. The Indian and the hillbilly are here, so I'll get to show you both. Steve, I'll look at that sign. That is one of the original signs right there. Arcade skee ball. Skee ball is huge around here. The one across the street was all skee ball as well. Who else? Look, we got other people streaming over there. Heyo. Huh. Nice. Or at least recording. I don't know if they're streaming or not. Oh, here, let's do this, you guys. Why not? Look at all this. This is all closed down. Now, I used to, because of course I knew the people here. I don't know them anymore. So we're kind of, you know, not doing exactly, I don't know. I don't know whose property it is anymore, but I used to come back here all the time and hang out. We used to come back here and again, do silly stuff that kids would do, smoke and stuff like that. So we'd come back here and hang out. But yeah, this was all back behind Dog Patch here. So yeah, all my friends would come back here and we'd all hang out, chill and do stuff. Look, they got a bunch of stuff back here and stuff now. So it's amazing. It's just beautiful. Really, I just want to show you guys how beautiful it was. It used to be a place back here where you come and hang out. I'm sure they probably don't want people back here hanging out now. So, but I mean, look, even there's even signs and stuff. So, yeah, we used to come back here and hang out. I mean, you could see how cool this is back here. We would just sit and chill and hang out. And, like I said, just smoke and bullshit and just a really nice place to be able to come as a kid where you weren't getting in trouble and you technically weren't doing anything wrong. And your parents would be like, hey, yeah, he's going to the arcade. And then when they'd show up, we were here. Not like we lied or had to do anything else because we were able to do all those things that we wanted to do, which was basically just smoke and hang out and have fun without being judged. And that's what we got there. So for me as a kid, it was absolutely amazing, you guys. It's a shame that all this is closed down. If this wasn't like such an expensive place, if we ever did decide to get like a storefront for fellowship, I mean, putting it in one of these places right here would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? Well, we'll go ahead. This is going to be the last place we go to down here, but I will show you the church that I went to youth group at during that middle school time. We would just hang out here. We'd hit the strip, and then we would come up here. And I think youth group started at like 5 or 6 till like 8, I think, something like that. I think it was 6 to 8. And I think it was basically 1 hour worship or talking, and then the rest of the time was us going outside and playing basketball. So we'll go up here and we'll see if the basketball court's still out here. Oh yeah, there's the hillbilly, you guys. They brought him back. They redid him, by the way. That is a brand new, fresh coat of paint on the hillbilly. And you'll see that he's waving at the Indian is what he's supposed to be doing, but they moved him and they moved the Indian. So they got to turn the Indian this way if they want it to be right. But the hillbilly and the Indian were waving at each other. from across the streets. So we'll see the Indian when we go over there. But yeah, there's the hillbilly. God bless him, man. He's been a part of this lake for a long time. Let's go up here and see if they still got the b-ball courts back here. You guys, I used to be so into basketball, big time into basketball, man. I thought I was going to be a basketball star. But truth is, I couldn't even hack it in school, let alone in, professional sports. This is interesting. I guess maybe it's not finished or something, but they got the cross in there in the chalice, but only some rocks. It looks like most of it has been taken out or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. So anyway, this is it. Let's see, what is it? Lake Ozark Christian Church Disciples of Christ. To be honest with you, I don't even know what their denomination believes. I assume that it's just, they believe that Christ, died and rose to save them from their sins. I'm assuming. If that's the case, perfect. But I really don't know, so I don't want to speak on it. I can't hardly remember. I do remember. Oh, and then we. Oh yeah, this is where we came and we had. What do they call it when they lock you in overnight somewhere? Is it just called a lock-in or sleep-in or something? Anyway, they would do those here, and they would have these lock-ins or sleep-ins, and then we would come here and stay with with a bunch of people. Truly, though, I was not worried about worship or anything like that at the time. I was only worried about having fun, playing basketball, and maybe meeting some ladies in church, which I definitely did, which is what ended up being all that I cared about at the time. So you see what the mind does. And then all of a sudden, church is important. You guys, we must be careful of that. You guys, this is so deep, man. If there's something there you want, it doesn't have to be God, and it will keep you coming there, and it will not be for the right reasons, you guys. It will absolutely be for the wrong reasons. They have built onto this. Like this was all, I mean, none of this was here. That I don't remember any of this part of the church being here. I don't think any of this was here. The basketball goal's still back here? Guess we'll find out. It might be gone. It feels like this is where the basketball court was right here. Well, we're gonna walk around and see. I can't tell you. Yeah, it's gone. Nah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it was right there. Let's look and see. Yep, I'm pretty sure this was basketball court back then, and the court was here, and now it's parking lot. So I wonder if they don't even have their same youth group program. I wonder if there's a basketball court inside now. And that was such a big part of coming to church here. Okay, we'll look at this just because. Wow, you guys. Wow. Okay. I don't know. There's something about this that. What do you guys think about this, man? Huh. Yeah, this wasn't here. This is all new and different. Oh, wait, is the basketball court up there in the daycare center now? Looks like they have a child daycare center or something. See if I see a basketball goal up there somewhere. No, no, that was definitely in ground. It wasn't like a removable one. So they must have got rid of it. Huh. Well, that's a shame, man. That brought a lot of us together. I guess maybe basketball was more important back then or something. Who knows, man? Maybe kids today just don't care about it as much. I'm not sure. But it's a shame, though. It's definitely a shame because it was one of the main reasons I started coming here. And then, I mean, the one chance of finding God at that moment was through basketball. Imagine if I would have seen that, you guys. Woo! Think about how deep that is. That at that time, God was calling to me right then, and I couldn't see it. through showing me that basketball could have brought me to him even. Isn't that deep? It's amazing, you guys. Poodle knew it. Poodle knew it. If somebody was out here, I might talk to him about it, but I don't want to go and bother anybody. It's awesome, though. I can tell you that. It's just amazing to come down here and just see the change and everything. So that's my old school, but that is a new built school. That wasn't the school at all. The school was set back in further, and yeah, totally different. And I want to take you guys back there. I want you guys to see where I used to run around back in there because there's a bunch of like houses and man, I used to do such crazy stuff back in here. I had friends that lived back in here and it's not really crazy stuff, but just stuff you do as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Just wilding out, you know, smoking cigarettes, drinking, stuff like that. So absolutely amazing, you guys. So cool. Yeah, so that's the old part. That's the new part. I don't know how much of that's new though. Okay, hold on. I will. Yeah, so you can see that's the old part of it. That's the new part of it. They're just a little bit different shades. One obviously looks a little older. All right, I'm sending it over, Keith. Oh, Land. Hey, all right, buddy. We'll see you later, brother. I'm sorry I missed your chat there. It's so hard for me to see the screen. This way I can see it a little better walking down the street this side. Amazing. Bill. Get it, homie. Nice. So this here, you guys, you just try and walk around this way. Might as well. I don't have anything better to do. This here was Rebel Arcade. So this was the other arcade. It's all closed down now. But yeah, this was the Rebel Arcade. And then right next to it would have been the batting cages. Oh, there was a haunted hotel right down here, and we'll walk that way, but let's go up this way first so I can show you guys where I used to mess around at. Show you guys some old lake area stuff. I mean, you can already see how old this stuff is. Look at how old Rebel is. Oh, there used to be a water slide back here, a big water slide that went all the way down that hill back there, down through those trees. I wonder if it's still here. I think they might have removed it. I don't know. We'll see. But this was the entrance to it. And so there was a cabin here called Crazy Cousins Cabin. And it was like, Keith, did you get that live? Send him another one. But yeah, so and the cabins were a lot like those. I don't think those are the Crazy Cousins cabins. I'm not sure. I think they were like more, well, they might be part of it. But you see the road right down there? That's going towards the water slide. I think those gates right in there might have been where the water slide was, right down there. Working for Two Bit Town. Look at that. Yeah, it was called Two Bit Town. Wow, you guys. Holy cow. Totally different world we used to live in out here. Are these apartments still here? Yeah, this is them. Yep, this is the apartments, man. Man, we used to come from middle school and I would come up here, and then some of the older guys from high school, they would ride the bus home and they lived here. And we used to come in here and Oak Hills Apartments. Yep, sure enough. And then we would come in here and we would smoke. And I remember smoking out in the hallways of this building as a kid, smoking cigarettes, of course. I was too young to be then. I hadn't partaken at
What's
that
up,
moment.
everybody?
So, what's up, brother?
What's up? How you doing? All right?
Oh, amazing. I'm just doing a
Bang.
little walk right now. Oh, fancy. Oh, get up off the table, Chuck. You fancy.
Now it's not perfect. It's a $7,000 truck, but
Yeah,
there's
of
some cracks
course.
in the leather. But
It's not
you know what
perfect,
I'm saying?
but do you owe on it or did you pay it outright?
It's paid off. I get the title.
There you go then. Perfect. And who cares? Amazing.
Exactly. I mean, the
Wow.
only imperfections is like like there's a chip here. There's I'm gonna take this off. I got the wheel. I've got the die for all this faded. All that faded. I've got the
Yep.
die for it because I did the truck with it. I got the
I used to
die
play
right
basketball out here
here.
every day. The whole front of this parking lot was full of
Let's
basketball goals. It was like 10 or 12 basketball goals out here in this parking lot. I used to play basketball right here. And then a bunch of my buddies lived right down this road here, and we would go hang out down there and chill and just BS. I think that kind of does lead you down to the lake somewhere, but it's a dead end. We're not going down that way. I don't even remember this parking lot being here. This is all something new, but yeah, that's where I went to
You
middle
see
school
this?
at right there, you guys. Uh-huh. What is that?
It's
And then this was the elementary. This is where I went to elementary, and then down there was middle school. And then high school was,
that's a little
it's
tooth
in a different
area.
location. Now, what is it?
So this stuff right here, black trim
Uh-huh.
restore, it turns all that black, all that
Oh
faded,
yeah, because I can
all
see
this
it's not
faded.
supposed to be. Oh, it's supposed to be black, not gray. You're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's what I did on my truck. You know what I mean?
Let's see it.
And
Well,
it
let's see it.
needed it,
Let's
but
see
I mean
it.
my truck's dirty as hell.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. On the trim. Where are you going, homie? We're coming with you. I want to go down this road too.
Did it on this piece all the way down,
Oh, they must work. No wonder if they
but
have a
there's
place down here.
but I'll take a towel and I'll just uh wipe it in there. But it's not bad at
Yeah.
all, dude. It's not bad at all.
Look at this old
So
place, man. Look at this.
I got
Wow. Look at this old
these
building.
tires. I got my tires here.
I might have been in that room at one point in time. I can't remember. I've been so many places down here. Half of these places I can't remember. No
You
hunting
see, you
or
got some
trespassing
Holland
back here.
system again. You see that?
I think this guy is partaking.
I'm about to
Smells a little
partake too.
skunky. Smells a little skunky over here all of a sudden. This
Let's
guy just
see.
drove by me. Yeah, this was the entrance here to Two Bit Town, you guys. This was the entrance. Used to stay Two Bit Town. All these cabins out here.
LS2.
It's cool. Yeah, look at these cabins. You know what? This probably was the Crazy Cousins cabins.
Sheesh.
This was probably part of it.
Damn.
Look at
This looks good,
how
dude.
old this stuff is. Oh, yeah, that motor does look clean, bro. Nice and clean.
2005.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was Country Cousins cabin now that I see it. I think this was part of the cabin.
Sheesh.
Wow. So cool, you guys. Man, amazing. All right. Yep. And then that's the Rebel, right, that I was telling you about, that arcade that I showed you from the other angle. And this would have been the water slide right here. I think it would have been kind of right where them electric poles are going down. That would have been a giant water slide right there. Going all the way down that big old hill, which we'll see the hill once we get down here further. See it. Man, it looks good, dude. Sounds good. It's got that old 6-liter sound, I guess. It's a 6-liter.
Yeah.
LS2.
Pretty solid.
LS1 is the 5.7. LS2 is the 6.0. LS3 is the 5.3, I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, oh, here's our Indian. You guys. Or Native American. However you want to look at it. But I mean, the people here were called the Osage Indians, so that was the name. I don't remember anybody calling them the Osage Native Americans, not one time, not even the natives that. So yeah, so there would have been batting cages. This was all batting cages right here. All batting cages, and they tore it all down. This part, I don't understand why they took this part down so much. Not sure about the batting cages, but something about it. Maybe it was just too old to redo or renovate or whatever, but not sure. And then right next to it was the Haunted Hotel. This used to be all a big building right here. This was all a building, went all the way down, connected to the other buildings down there. And it was, oh, look, they opened Dogpatch. It's open, you guys. Cool. Nice. Maybe they don't open until noon. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, so this was called the Haunted Hotel. And it was just like goofy animatronic kind of stuff, like, you know. So I only went through it a time or two, I do believe. But yeah, they opened Dogpatch over there. Nice. Still, yep, still a kicking arcade over there, you guys. For all you kids. I don't think they'll give you rolls of quarters like they did me, though, unfortunately. But you never know. I guess you could ask. I guess you could ask.
Hmm.
Yep, the Haunted Hotel, you guys. I guess they're going to put up a fencing here or something. They got all the posts set, but they didn't do anything. That's not really stopping much, is it? Hopefully you guys didn't hear that too much. All right. I mean, everything in me is telling me to walk over here to this edge and look, so. Now you get an idea of why the water slide. That is a long way down there, you guys. This is why they tore all this down here. This erosion that was happening, see? This was the edge of the cliff falling off there. So that's why they stopped all that.
I like it,
That is
dude.
why they stopped all that. You like it? Nice, man. Well, I'm glad you bought
All right,
it.
let
It's
me-
yours. I hope you like it.
Yeah, let me call the insurance company and go get my tires put on.
Okay. Nice,
And
brother.
I'll see you later.
All right, amazing, buddy. Yeah, did you see that down there? Oh my. Somebody's angry. Let's see. Oh, you're back from your walk? Nice. I feel God's blessing on my day and just wanted to say hello. You guys good. Amazing, brother. Absolutely, I agree. It's beautiful like a jungle. Yep. Yeah, his truck, yeah, is definitely nice looking. I just did some work down this road a couple years ago for a lady. She's dead now. She did. She died a couple years ago, but I did some work for a lady. It wasn't even for her. She paid me for it, but it was for one of her friends. They needed help moving stuff, and I came down there, worked a day's work. It was nice, made good money. So I complain about that. Yeah, here you go. Here's another look at how far down that went. This is why they tore all this down. There used to be buildings here too. They just tore all this down. You can see the remnants of some of the buildings still down there. Look how old that foundation was, though. Definitely an old one, and they just didn't redo it. Where a lot of the stuff they've redone. It's cool. They got a little extra to pull up into here for you. Kind of tight down here sometimes with the parking and the people. I mean, when this gets packed, there's zero parking. We park way down, at the end of the place, and we walk this. We don't come and try and park down here when it's busy. So it's cool. Lake Surf. This used to be called something else, but it's always been kind of a surf shop. This might have been Hurley back in the day, I believe. If I remember right, that might have been Hurley. They don't really have Hurley like just a one name shop, even though they sold Billabong and other stuff in there, whatever. But Sunshine J and they're hiring. You guys need a job? See, we used to go around behind all these places and hang out. I don't know the people anymore, so I don't want to go behind their buildings, but used to always hang out back there behind there. Because like my friends, they would be the parents would own all these stores. So we'd come down here, and I'd be hanging out with somebody, and they would own the store, and then we'd be hanging out. Nice. Grandpa's ice cream, the hub, the Caribbean mix, the ice hole, $10 souvenirs, everything $10 or less. That's nice. This is like their little um, political stand. I got all kinds of Trump stuff there. Oh, here you go. You get an idea of what's going on here. This is how the strip works. You guys can even get the digital map there if you guys. I don't know if you can scan it from a phone, but there you go. Helicopter tours, hot summer nights, car shows. 25-foot tri-tunes, discounted rates, 48-hour rental, 10% off, 72-hour rental, 20% off. You guys, we should get together and go rent a boat and go stream out of the boat sometime. You guys should all come down here and meet up with me on vacation. We should get a pontoon boat and just go chill in the lake. I mean, think if it's, if we get maybe like 6 of us together to do it, it'd probably only be like, I don't know, a couple $100 a piece maybe. To spend some time out on the lake, that'd be absolutely amazing. I got the truck to tote it. Oh yeah, this used to be friend of the family used to be here. I can't remember what their store was called, but it used to be right in here. They're gone now. I think they retired, and I'm not even sure if they're still alive. But they were close friends with the family. I want to say it was like Redwood Signs or something like that. It was called, and it used to be right here in this building. Now the Thai restaurant's there, and this lake. Oh, the lake surf comes all the way down here. Interesting. And then the malted monkeys. I don't even know what that is. I've never even been there, you guys. No idea. And then Black Market Barber Shop, man. Cool. Amazing. That's something that hasn't been there for a long time anyway. I don't know how long it has been. Oh, okay. Smash burgers, ice cold beer, house made cocktails. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like an alcoholic amusement park, you guys. Nice. See, everybody just comes up here and sits and just watches. Look at this. This is how this is set up. So people can just sit here and just watch. Maybe we'll have to do that one day. We might come up here, sit here, and just flick on our stream here and set it up there on the table and just hang out here and watch. Drink us some iced teas and enjoy the day. Isn't that cool? I have eaten here once. Tucker's Shuckers. Oysters and tap, live music and sports. They got nice out. See, everybody's got outdoor seating here because they have a lot of events down here. So, but yeah, I've eaten here. It's what you'd expect buying oysters in the middle of the country. So this is the brick house. Oh, cool. Look at that. This is interesting. I would definitely try this place. See, what do they got here? Ooh, crab cakes, wings. Nice. Handhelds, sliders. Nice, you guys. Oh, they got breakfast. Amazing, too. I'll see that. Looks kind of cool, huh? One thing you'll notice is there are not a lot of prices on there. It looks like they put prices on the beverages for some reason, but it's not on the items. Or no, I guess maybe that's 15. Oh, it is. They just didn't put the dollar signs next to it. Cool. So that is the prices there. That's not bad. You can do that. Amazing. Oh, so this was the old police station back there, you guys. I don't know what's up there anymore. I guess we can walk and look. But the police station used to be up here. And then this is old time photos. This was a photo place. You can see they were even tagging back in here. But I'm pretty sure that this was the police station up here, right here. Unless there's another building back here that I'm missing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, this is gonna blow your mind. They unless they tore it down, but I don't think they did. But I mean, they may have. I know the police station was up here. Maybe they tore it down. Could it be that building right there? No way, right? No way, right? I don't know, man. It's just been so long. I couldn't tell you which building was the police station or not. But yeah, it was definitely back in here. Yeah, and then we could come hang out. I mean, just chill here on the strip, boat all day, hang out on the boat, go out during the day, go to, there's a place called Party Cove where everybody just kind of chills, just hang out there. Of course, I don't drink or anything, so, but I'll just, just enjoy the day. But I certainly don't mind if anybody else does. Here's old time photos. This place has been here as long as I have. Very interesting place. Old time photos. So yeah, so I know the I don't know the people who owned it, but I know the kids. I went to school with the kids and they came here, which is a very interesting story, you guys. We always do crazy stuff when we're kids, right? We say do and do crazy stuff when we're kids, but the person who the kid that I knew used to think they were vampires. So I wonder if they still think that. Lucy's, you want a spank? Beer, wine, martinis. Okay, interesting. Oh, big dicks, you guys. It's just for fun shop. Cool. Amazing. I'm not going bald. I'm just getting more head. It's just funny stuff, guys. Nice. Cool. Does that does that really say Uber Lube? Any Dream Angels. Uber Lube. Okay. All right. What is this place? I don't know what's going on here, guys. Jewelry, party dresses, men's and women's clothing, lingerie, bachelor and bachelorette party supplies. Okay, that makes sense. My goodness. What does it say? Girl Scout cookies this way. Nice. I wonder if that soda machine works, you guys. Look how old that thing is. Isn't that cool? And it's not even that old. Well, now it's pretty old. It says $1 and it just has the card changer with no, or the bill changer with no card slot. So it's pretty old. Cool. They got a nice little area behind their place back here. That's nice. Roxy's. Welcome to Roxy's. That's pretty cool little bar setup they got there. Pretty interesting. Nice. Another bar, snafu. I mean, that's what you're going to find that there's a big line of bars here because that's what ends up happening is everybody comes down here and then drinks. Snafu bar. Nice. Rock Island Line bar. Nice. This little place is called Alley Cats. I don't know if you see it. Oh yeah, there it is. The sign's over there. This place is called Alley Cats. Oh, nice. They've got like, oh, look, it looks like they've got roll up awning. That's awesome, man. Now that is awesome. But they got roll up awning so that way they can have the air and they can still happy hour Mondays, Alley Cats Pizza and Pub. So that way they can still enjoy the time during the cold season. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, guys, what do you think about that? Guys, cool, man. Super cool. Oh, rat rod. Yeah, and then they did this same thing here. They've got all this all blocked off because this was falling off the cliff. But there used to be buildings here as well. Now, no overnight parking. Violators are subject to tow. Man, it smells like paint. Is this all fresh? They must have just freshly redid these. I can smell it. That's really neat. Yes. All the people. Cool. Look. Oh man. See, there used to be all buildings back here. Look at that. That's amazing, you guys. Mm, yeah, cool. Very interesting stuff, you guys. Very, very interesting. Look, you can tell people hung out back here. Lots of booze. Look at this. Look at that little foundation there, just floating. It was on wood. That's the concrete was on wood foundation. Wow. Wood beams with concrete slab poured over it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Cool, man. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I believe this. And this spot, I can't remember if there was buildings here or not. This might have been one of the gaps where there wasn't buildings. I don't think there was ever buildings here. But as you can see, there used to be, no, there definitely was something down there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing, you guys? You guys see a sign? I see no sign. I'm doing it. I'm freaking doing it, y'all. Oh man. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. This is interesting, you guys. All right. What are we getting into here? Okay, here we go. Wow, check it out, y'all. This definitely walkway. I'm almost betting all the way down to the lake. I'm betting this goes down to the lake. Or did. Yeah, it looks like it ends right here from wherever the slab went to. But yeah, check this out, y'all. How many times do you think dudes are just coming down here and smoking, tooting, drinking? I mean, man, staircase to Narnia. I mean, look, there's just all kinds of stuff down in here. Trash and debris. I'm guessing people might stay back in here sometimes. It looks like, kind of looks like there's some cool though, huh? Man, I've been down this back in the day and I forgot it was here until now. This used to be, like a common walk down lookout. That might have just been a lookout right here. This might have all been clear at one time and they just let it all grew in. They might have used to keep it clear though. What's this one? Natty, Bush. You got some of every flavor down here. Now I would come down here and pick some of this stuff up, but I didn't bring any supplies for that. And one piece obviously is not going to help this mess. But someone should come in here and clean this up, definitely. Look, they're filming their drive. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mount you guys up and we're gonna film our drive. Somehow we'll mount up and we'll drive up and down it. Cool, you guys. Yeah. All of the Lord's majesty, you guys. Of course, we still got a couple more things to see and talk about, to be honest with you. Might be Richard's wife over there. I'm not sure. She's waving to people down here. So, oh, look at this old boathouse or whatever that is down there. Ooh, look at these stairs, you guys. How many people do you think fall down these stairs that they come out here and they drink? I mean, it's tilted that way. Everything is saying tumble down these stairs. And people who are drinking, there's no, I don't know, you guys. Do you see like lawsuit here or is it just me? I'm definitely reading lawsuit here. Look at the erosion. Look at how the ground's just disappearing. See, this is why they had to get rid of those buildings. Look at this. This is all the way up here on the main road, you guys. And this is what happens. It just keeps eroding down and eroding down. So this is why they got rid of a lot of those buildings. This exact thing right here that's going on. Because what they need to do is they need to put in an actual barrier. And I guess they just don't want to spend the money or something. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you why they're not fixing it properly. Hey, you guys need a new home? Smarter Move Real Estate Group right there. They can probably get you taken care of. Probably. Oh, I can smell the lake now. That's nice. We're definitely getting close. Oh, they're pouring out here today. I didn't know they were doing a pour over here. Must be volunteers. Must be volunteering for it. A lot of people working a very small job, so they have to be volunteering for it, I'm guessing. I don't think the boss would pay that many people. Hey, you guys, I used to pour concrete. I used to do decorative back in the day. Looks like they're putting the sidewalk in for the Lake Ozark Adventure Outpost. So that way you can walk straight into there. Amazing, you guys. Absolutely amazing. Nice. It's nice to see improvement, you guys. It is very nice to see improvement. That's a fresh slab. Not sure what they're doing with that, but that's pretty fresh. That is pretty fresh right there. Okay, so this old motel here, I think it used to be called Campbell's, but I used to hang out with some, I believe they were Puerto Rican. Uh, let's see, Luis and Jose, I believe was their names. Was it Jose? No, Sergio. Luis and Sergio. They were brothers. I believe they were Puerto Ricans. I used to come here and they would stay here and I would come hang out with them. And man, they treated me so good because they were really good friends with my dad. And so they treated me very, very well, considering they were much, much older than I was. But yeah, we got along really well. We did a lot of things, a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have. So amazing. I also had some friends that lived here. So I don't think it was this. I think it's the next one. I hung out in a house down here, which we're going to go and look at it right now. But I hung out with some people who lived in this. I don't think it was this one. This was part of the hotel. So this would have been all part of the hotel. And you can see the hotel is actually a lot bigger than it looks from the front. It goes way back. See, it goes way back in there. And look, you can see how old back there is on it. That may have been like the house that the people lived in back there when this was the hotel. So, yes, sir. There was even a door back there on that side at one time. Very interesting stuff here, you guys. So, but this used to be a zip line ride. I don't know. It's not really a zip line. What do they call that though? You sit in a seat. It was like they put you in a seat and then the seat carried you out way over the lake and it like took you all the way over. And I'll show you the place where it was. But the people who owned it, they were my friends. They were, well, the kids were, the people who owned it were their parents, of course, but they were friends of mine that, owned it. And I'm pretty sure he lived right behind here. They probably sold it now. I'm sure, I'm guessing. But he used to live in an apartment right back behind this place, right back here. Yeah, the road still goes back there. Yeah, see, so there was an apartment. My buddy lived in an apartment right back here. Oh, it looks like it's all done now. Looks like the apartment is no more back there. But I'm pretty sure this was yeah, this would have been the apartment. Right down here was the zip line. You can still see the remnants of this. I'll show you. Show you where the zip line was. So yeah, so that was my buddy's apartment back there that he stayed in. Right here was the zip line. Unless there was another building in between here, but I don't think there was. And this was the foundation for the zip line. So we would come here and then we would jump on. And then I don't think you can see where you get off over there. But anyway, way across over there, way across the lake, the valley there is another station like this. And it would circle around, it would come around and then it would circle and bring you back this way. You would go out, circle around down there, and then you would come back this way. And we would jump off. We would take our cigarettes and we would jump on this ride. Then we would jump off on the other side and just sit there on the concrete while the thing's going around and just smoke a couple cigarettes. Then we would jump back on and keep coming around. And we were able to do that because we knew the people, um, knew them for the most part or whatever. Didn't like know them too well, but knew them enough that they didn't bother us. I think it was like a parents thing. They knew our parents and our parents knew them, so they never really gave us a hard time about it. But yeah, amazing. Lance says, "Well, brother, I'm going to get ready and head out for work. God bless." Amazing, brother. Thanks for hanging out, man. We're just going to go down here and look at the dam real quick. Since we're here, we might as well do it while I got a little bit of life left on the phone. You guys might as well just have a look at the dam. It's probably open considering all the rain that we've had. At least some of the gates are open. You guys interested in seeing a dam? That thing wants to run away, doesn't it? Nice. Yep, there's the road. Now we can drive down there too. We can definitely drive down. I've been down in here many a times. Actually, this is where they have like, what's it called? Like swag stock or whatever. It's a bunch of hippies get together and celebrate doing drugs. So that's cool, man. That's cool. And listen to music, I think. Here comes old Buena's Rat Rod back by. We'll give you a quick look at him as he's coming by here. Oh no, it's a different one. I don't think it is the same guy. Oh yeah, it is. Yep, same one. Very nice. So this is owned by the electric company, the bridge is, and there's a 30-minute parking limit here, it says, but I don't think most people paying attention to that. There's no parking authority down here marking chalking tires, so unless there's a camera or something they're watching, I don't know how to force that here. Yep, they're going down there. We might drive down there because it should go full circle. We'll see if it still does, but yeah. Here's the dam, you guys. And some of it is open, pouring out water down there. They're not open very much though. You can see, because when they're open full, it comes rushing out. So they're just open a slight bit, pouring down the side. So yeah. Here's the dam. Let's go back to our truck. Let's get plugged in. And then let's go cruise until either my headset or my phone dies, whichever comes first. I don't think the phone's gonna die. We're gonna plug it in, but you never know. Welcome to Bagnell Dam. Cool. Oh, is the thing open? I wonder if we can go up. You used to be able to go up in this and go up to the top and see, but it looks like they got it shut off. You probably have to have somebody take you up maybe or something. But I've only been up in it a couple times, but you could walk up to the top and look out over the lake. And there used to be paddle wheels. So all this used to be paddle wheel boats. It was like the Larry Don, the Celebration. Let's see. I can't remember what the other boat was. The Celebration, the Larry Don, and something else. I can't remember what that. Yeah, it's open. Very interesting. Absolutely amazing, you guys. The beauty abounds. Yeah, see, no more paddle boats. No more paddle boats. But it used to be paddle boats here. Now they've got catamarans and other stuff. And the paddle boats were so cool. There was like a nostalgia with the paddle boats. They got the shark there. It's funny. And they got another one with the alligator. Shark sighted, swim at your own risk. That's funny. Is that Captain Morgan they got here? Can't tell. Oh, am I still zoomed out? I sure am. What am I doing? Is that Captain Morgan there? The Gator Smiley. The Ozark Gator Smiley. Oh, look at what they're building out here. Look at this cool little pavilion. Oh man, that's gonna be sweet, you guys. Oh, that's gonna be really cool. We got this whole pavilion out looking over the lake. Man, I can tell you this, a lot of money goes in here, you guys. A lot of money goes into this place. Absolutely amazing. Oh, it's funny. They got this big crane here right now, but there used to be one of those slingshot rides here that would shoot you up, and there'd be a ton of people standing right here all the time when I was younger. They'd just be standing. There'd be hundreds of people milled around right here for that slingshot ride, waiting to be launched up into the air. And it was tall, much taller than that crane. And then for some reason, they took it down, took it away. I don't know what happened with that one. I'm not sure if somebody got injured or whether insurance liabilities or whether they stopped making money or how that works, but something took them out of it. Something took that slingshot away. Very nice. Very nice. And this is the taco joint I was telling you guys about, the Neon Taco. Doesn't look like they're open up here right now, though. That makes sense considering all the work that's going on. They got a mechanical bull, you guys. To say mechanical bull right at your own risk. All participants must adhere to all the rules. That's it right there under the tarp. We got a mechanical bull here, you guys. And here's where we parked at this Amanda Nims boutique. So it's cool. Yeah, see, they might live below. So a lot of things here have like apartments, houses, and things below. And you can see they've got these little docks and stuff that they live in down here, or that they stay in, little boat houses, little docks. I know that a lot of people lived at their stores here because of the price of like rental. So that one is a rental place, it looks like now. That might just be a rental place down there now. But so many people have lived in their buildings, in their houses here, or in their businesses, I'm sorry, where they work. And then they would live right below it or whatever, whatnot. So, and that's just a common thing here at the lake. Just like I said, because of the price of the rent here, I mean, some of these places are thousands of dollars a month to be here on the lakefront. So absolutely amazing. All right, guys, we are back at the truck. Get this bad boy mounted up. Caleb, what's going on, brother? Get this bad boy mounted up and see what happens. You guys. In there. Not a very good view because of the mirror, fortunately. Oh, it says I'm at work. Nice, brother. Well, me too, kind of. But we just try enjoying it, man. We go, y'all. Post office. So he used to come down here to the post office and skateboard when we were young. This was the only entrance back then. Well, I guess maybe it was a circle entrance still, but none of the other store or any of this other stuff. This building in front of it, it was just this post office. And my mom had a business that she worked at right next door here. And so we would just come over here and we'd ride our skateboard around here in the parking lot, especially after hours, once the post office closed. We felt that- It's a supermarket and store and all kinds of stuff down here now. And she also worked across the street over there at that Cliffside Center, did bookkeeping for a lawyer too. So I was over there running around in that building a lot when I was younger. They're probably getting paid prevailing wage there doing those little triangles at intersections. I was doing those in Columbia, pouring concrete doing that one time and got really good prevailing wage doing that. I think it was like ended up being like $60 an hour or something I was making during that time. It was really good money, prevailing wage. I mean, very little work too. A lot of standing around waiting because we couldn't leave them. We had to make sure that they stayed good till they dried, and we were stamping it. So we just those little triangles, we would just pour them, stamp them, and then just have to stand there for a long time. Oh, they're putting up the banner for something. Summer nights, yeah, they're putting up the summer nights banner. Nice. Go across this dam. He's in there, and he just goes a little rod back out again. They're just cruising. Yeah, tight little bridge here. I guess we're gonna lose y'all sometime back in here. I just don't know when. So if we lose you, then we'll see you when we flip back on later on. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad we got to have some fun and hang out today doing this stuff. It was awesome. The wind's blowing on the mic a little bit, y'all. I guess so. What I have to do is I was thinking about it, you guys. I guess I have to get like a microphone phone holder where the mic hooks up to the holder and has a mic built into it for us. So, they got the little fuzzy condenser cover on it, whatever. So I guess we're going to be looking at getting something like that. We're doing this stuff, you guys. So we can have good sound quality and a steadier camera. Get one of those ones that kind of takes vibration out of the camera, whatever you call that, like a stabilizing mount or whatever. I just saw that 6 gen earlier. I keep seeing this red 6 gen Forerunner or something. Now he's right behind me. Just passed him 2 times earlier in town. We're certainly a long way from Country roads take me home to a place I recall. You guys like them old country roads, man? What do you guys think? All right. Are we going even more country road? More paved. Only dirt. Further or no? Situated here. There we go. There we go. Nice, guys. That wasn't my truck making that noise. Probably gonna lose you here in just a minute, you guys. We're going deep down into the valley here. So heads up on that. If we lose you, we will see you guys later on. Go ahead and say thank you guys. Thanks everybody. Good old memories, some times we got to chat about. You guys get to learn a little bit about where I come from and what I've done in the past, and just getting a little closer to knowing each other. You know what I mean, you guys? No big deal, right? Nothing to it. Nothing good nor bad, you guys. Just everything absolutely perfect. Yeah, so far we're still good. We'll see. If you guys stay with us, we'll go all the way down here. But again, we're going to start getting real. We're going to go down a big hill here and make it into the deep valley. And then that's usually when I lose all service. I can't even keep a phone call at this time usually. It's always good right here. But once we come up here to this hill, it's a different story. Rough road. Rough road. During the wintertime, I always drive real slow right here, looking to see if I can see our house up over these trees, but I never can. we're too far down to see it from up here, but we're way up on a. Right now we're just coming down this hill, as you can see. It gets rough right down through. This gets